Facing their talents today, we have a dance group. They are known as the Alpine Dancers, and they're going to perform some traditional kind of Oktoberfest dances here on the blacktop. Come on over, take a look. I'm going to hand the mic over to David, their leader here. He's going to go ahead and introduce himself and kind of give you a brief history of each of the dances as they do them.
Well, thank you very much. Well, it's that wonderful time of the year when all of us with German ancestry and those that don't have a German ancestry but want to pretend like you get German ancestry get together. It is September, which is a perfect time for Oktoberfest, right? Yeah, it started 2 weeks ago, or a week and a half ago in Munich. Probably the most misnamed celebration ever, and it does start in September and runs through the last half of September, ends in October. I guess that's where it gets the name. We're going to take you to the Alps there in southern Germany and Austria and Switzerland as well this hour as we do a few dances for you from the German-speaking part of the world. We're going to start out with a traditional Schuhplattler. A Schuhplattler, a shoe-flapping dance, is thought to have originated with the dancers attempting to mimic the birds. There's a bird that lives in the Alpine area called the Auer, and when it's time to find a girlfriend, that male bird will come out and start strutting around the area and then starts flapping his wings and starts making all kinds of loud calls. And if the female bird is attracted to him, she twirls around a lot. And that's kind of the way these things work. So we'd like to do now for you Unterwestern Schuhplattler. A couple of hours drive from Munich, which is the site of the original and still the largest Oktoberfest, little town of Salzburg. If you go back a few years like I do, you may remember a certain movie called Sound of Music that was filmed at the town of Salzburg, which is right on the Austrian-German border. And this next dance comes from the Salzburger area. We like to think of it maybe as a vocational dance, really not, but we think of it some chiropractor that was out of business, out of work, was looking for some way to kind of enhance his business, and so he invented this dance. It's called a Wickler, or a twisting turning dance, a rapping dance from the Pinstau region in Salzburg.
I'm ready. Oh, you're ready. Yes, sir.
You might have noticed us making window figures with our arms. I have to tell you a story about that. Last night we were doing an Oktoberfest in another part of San Diego area, and the band that was playing sings a song about something about give you a smooch is the way it translates. But one of the lines is that I'll come and give you a smooch through the window, not through the door. I actually had someone tell me that that's the origin of those figures. Of course, it was a little more PG rated than that, but they said that the window figures that figure so commonly in Austrian and Southern German dances are supposed to represent the fellow coming over, and no farmer would leave his door unlocked, but he might leave a ladder by the side of the house, and if the girl was upstairs in the upstairs loft, they elope. Guess what? No dowry. That's pretty good. That's good economic sense. Well, I bet you didn't know this, that Oktoberfest was not originally a beer drinking festival, as it's currently kind of thought to be. It was actually originally a wedding celebration. It started in 1810, and the gentleman who was the prince at the time would later become King Ludwig of Bavaria was getting married to Teresa. I think that has a familiar ring around here, doesn't it? At any rate, Princess Teresa, they wanted to have a nice big celebration for her wedding, and so they invited all the peasant folks. I understand, someone told me last night that they invited them and told them they had to stay there for 2 weeks and drink all the time, so that maybe where it got the reputation. We'd like to do now for you a wedding dance called Hochzeitstanz.
In the light, I can't see it.
Well, our next dance has a really interesting story. It's actually almost an all Southern California creation, but you're going to think you're in Switzerland. That's because the gentleman that recorded the music, who was a Swiss immigrant, family came over and settled in the Imperial Valley, about 150 miles to the east of us, where he learned how to yodel not up in the mountains of Switzerland, but at a beautiful level of about 35 or 36 feet below sea level over in that Imperial Valley. And he recorded this music, which he called it a mazurka. I think that's incorrect. We call it a polka, and the Swiss kind of mix the terms around, so it's really what we call a trottish normally. Swiss yodel polka, recorded here in Southern California by a Swiss yodeler / immigrant.
der langsamer tanzen, jeder Titel jeder Schanze, ganz klar die Hände, hüpfen wir mit ins Bett, juppali und zoppali da, oh, juppali und zoppali da, oh. Nimm Spray auf die Ahne, Hex am Rock, wir ammen an der Bahne, Zickzack zu Erden und Hex um ein Buch. Hüpp, hüpp, tanzet nicht ganz ruhig, juppali, zoppali da, oh, juppali und zoppali da, oh. Peter der Teibe, tanzen und schützen, Köppen abziehen und einmal rumlitzen, Hüppchen tanzen, der Licht und der Arm, Zieh und der Bock und steht uns auf, Juppali und Zoppali da, oh, Juppali und Zoppali da, oh. Nächste Tage Kahabide, ganzen Halte Kabinettsliebe, wer nicht tanzen, so Bilder nach Bahn, und rudet, wenn sie Putzkeit oder nah. Juppali und Zoppali da, oh, Juppali und Zoppali da, oh, hallo, hallo.
There we go. Okay. Well, we're going to stay in that Swiss theme for one more dance. Actually, this is a weird dance. It's new to our suite this year. It's a Swiss dance, allegedly from the city of Basel. Basel, if you might know, is right on the corner where Germany, Switzerland, and France come together near the Black Forest. This is called The Waltz in the Woods. It's definitely not got a German title, and so I don't know how it gets to Basel. It's not French either. So, at any rate, Waltz in the Woods, nice little music, and we like it very much. We'd like to do that for you now. Well, we're going to do one last dance for you, and then we'll leave you to some other entertainment for a while. We're going to go back to Bavaria and do another shoe slapping dance. I think I told you, these mix all together, I can never remember which stories I told. But this dance has the origin, at least we think, of pantomime, where the dancers mimic the birds. The bird in the forest, the male bird comes out, tramples an area on the ground in the forest or wherever it happens to be, and then he starts to flap his wings and call, and that female bird, if she's interested, she'll come out and twirl around. And that's kind of the glorified story of how the Schuhplattler, at least that's how we think it came into. So we'd like to do now for you Schuhplattler Ländler. Once again, we're the Gemütlichkeit Alpine Dancers. We have a really busy time this time of the year, as you might imagine, with all the Oktoberfest going on around town. We hope to see you. We'll be out a little bit later this afternoon, and then we hope to see you around some of the other Oktoberfests around town this next few weeks.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the Alpine Dancers. We'll be back here for another set a little bit later this afternoon.